at 4.
Welcome to the news at 4. I'm Brenda Rodriguez.
And I'm Joe Paris. Fallout from the Epstein files is intensifying. President Trump has ordered the Justice Department to investigate top Democrats and major financial institutions linked to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. And the Attorney General says the DOJ will investigate with urgency and integrity. And that's quite different from this summer when she said investigators found no new evidence.
This move comes after the release of thousands of documents from Epstein's documents that mentioned President Donald Trump. Now the woman who accused Epstein of sex trafficking urging lawmakers to release everything. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell has details from Washington.
After days of ignoring questions about his friendship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, President Trump now says he will ask Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate Epstein's involvement with prominent Democrats, including former President Bill Clinton, former Harvard President Larry Summers, plus financial institutions. The president blames Democrats for what he calls the Epstein hoax and criticizes some Republicans as weak for agreeing with them. The lengthy social media post came after House Speaker Mike Johnson announced he will hold a vote next week on whether to require the Justice Department to release all of its Epstein files.
We have been for maximum transparency of the Epstein files from the very beginning.
This week, the House Oversight Committee released tens of thousands of documents separately held by Epstein's estate. A number of those reference Mr. Trump, including an email where Epstein wrote, "Of course he knew about the girls," as he asked Ghislaine to stop. The president has not been accused of any wrongdoing related to Epstein and has resisted calls to release all the files, though previously had said he would if elected president. Today, Epstein's accusers and the family of the late Virginia Roberts Giuffre, Epstein's most vocal accuser, sent a letter to Congress urging them to vote to release the documents. The women say it's time for the public to see the files.
We are representing survivors that have never had a voice.
One of the financial institutions the president posted about, saying he wants it investigated, is J.P. Morgan Chase, that had been Epstein's banker for 15 years. A group of survivors sued J.P. Morgan Chase, saying that it had facilitated his sex trafficking ring. J.P. Morgan Chase did settle that lawsuit for $290 million, but does not acknowledge any liability. Kelly O'Donnell, NBC News, Washington.